What is up? It is Will, otherwise known as Swoosh Bear, and I was just at Southeast Game Exchange in Greenville, South Carolina, one of the largest retro video game conventions on the East Coast, and I had a great time. This was my first full weekend down there, and of course there's just so many awesome video games and industry guests and panels and games to play. It's a great time, and I always love being there. If you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, commenting down below if you were also at Siege, and let me know what pickups that you got. This is my first time actually filming at a convention, and it might shock some of you. I'm very much a more introverted person, so I'm not used to having a camera and shoving it in people's faces, so if some of the angles are a bit off or a bit down, it's likely because I was just connecting with the individuals I was speaking with and not so focused on getting a camera in their face to show content. But without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Southeast Game Exchange, and stay tuned at the end to see all the pickups that I got, because I didn't film every single thing I picked up. We are finally in Greenville, South Carolina, so we are here for Southeast Game Exchange. I'm so excited to be at this convention. I'm hoping to have a real good time, meet some cool people, pick up some good games and stuff, so we're gonna go ahead and suit up and take like the 10-minute walk to the convention center from my hotel, and yeah, let's get some games. Alright, we're gonna see if we can get some things signed and find some friends. We got a lot of friends here, and I'm hoping the mic works pretty well, so we'll take a look and see what's up. One of the biggest things I was looking forward to seeing at Southeast Game Exchange was the Resident Evil voice actors. They had a lot of guests this year, but of course, as a huge Resident Evil fan, I just needed to get something signed. I ended up picking up some of the PS5 reissues of some of the remake games, so I had nice clean copies specifically for signatures, and it was so nice to meet all three of the voice actors that were present. Those same three voice actors actually did a Q&A panel I was blessed to be able to go to. I got to be in the second row and got to even ask them a question during the panel, which was a real treat. Going in the Southeast Game Exchange, there were a couple things that I wanted to pick up. Naturally, my want list is massive, but I tried to pare it down to some key essentials that I wanted immediately, mostly for future video content. The biggest collection item that I was actually looking for that I thought I could find here is the Resident Evil 4 chainsaw controller. This is kind of like my holy grail for my Resident Evil collection, something that I've known about for years and just have never stumbled upon it and never really went out of my way to purchase it online because shipping and everything can really jack up those prices. Game-wise, I was looking for a couple of PS1 titles for some videos that I'm working on. There's a handful of GameCube titles I'm looking for too to round out my GameCube collection. Things like Skies of Arcadia Legends, Wario World, Chaos Field, and Space Raiders, which is like a Space Invaders game. Kind of uncommon, but those are some of the more, like, the last couple GameCube games I've needed. I've also been looking for some other really just random stuff, a couple PS2 things that fell in my collection like Sylphied and Nightshade. I've also really been looking forward to trying to finally find Dig Dug Digging Strike. This is a DS game that I looked for last year and just could not find it complete in box. So that was my other major goal.
Yeah, my brother, the only thing, what you look for when you get down there you don't see too much evidence of it. Well, it looks really good. Like,
Excellent. Excellent. Exactly what I needed. Let's see what else my boy has got for me. Might have some of those PS1 games that I need. Possibly. You have one of like the 10 games that I'm looking for today?
That is such an uncommon game. It's fun though. I played quite a bit of it when I was testing it, because sometimes I'll be testing it. If it's fun, I'll keep playing it. But no, that's actually a pretty good game.
You have a store, a page to plug for my video?
Yeah.
There he is.
Of course.
Very nice. Friend of the channel. I'm going to be purchasing Space Raiders 100%.
Awesome. Fantastic.
I got cash I can give you. What's going on? Quick question for you. How much you got for Skies of Arcadia? 220. Okay, cool. Thank you. Yeah, I'm still making my first loop, but you got a lot of amazing GameCube stuff. Hey, excuse me. You're all the way down here as well?
All me,
Cool. I think I'm ready.
Okay.
Were those all the PS1 and GameCube that you have? Is all on that side?
Yeah, did you see the different bit? I have a lot of bids.
Yeah, it's everything on that table is what you got.
Yeah, other than like really expensive games, I have
Gotcha.
higher end games.
Oh wow. Okay, yeah, cool.
On the table I have more, like $100 and up kind of games.
Gotcha. Okay, just want to double check. I'm gonna get Devil Dice. I got cash.
Yep.
It's in my backpack, so it's gonna take me like a full minute to get, but I'm gonna get it for you. Thanks. You got prime real estate, man. Nice.
They showed me in the corner. They showed me in the corner.
Yeah, having a good con so far?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
We had all the horror PS2 games, now they're starting to go away. Kind of sad about it, but I like the money.
Yeah, I bet.
I'm gonna miss Kuon from my collection.
That's a cool one already moved, yeah. You got Haunting Ground still.
Oh yeah. 2 Obscures. I got
Nice,
a Blood
nice.
Hotel Loose, and then I got a complete one.
Do you know how much you got on the Ever Oasis? The Ever Oasis in the corner.
For you, 30.
30? I think I'll take it. This is like one of the last 3DS games I've been looking for. Good stuff. Good stuff. Alrighty, man. I found the last 2 PS1 games that I need for this YouTube video I'm working on, which is like looking at the reimagining arcade games of the PS1 era.
I don't know what I don't know what I did with it. You want to see some rare games?
So what you got? Oh wow, all the glares on there.
It's brand new.
Wow. That's fancy. These things you just don't ever see. I don't know too much about 3DO, but I've heard of some of these before. That's crazy. All right, so far so good. I don't think we're even halfway through everything, just because there's so much stuff to look at, but we're gonna keep strolling. We got like half of our want list already taken care of, so we're doing pretty solid. Still got some more friends to look for, so let's try to find some friends. The legend's here. Is that Gex? Are you Gex from my hometown of North Carolina? Say the one and the same. Let me, if you don't mind. Good to see a familiar face. Have you been to Siege before? Is it your first time? You having a good time so far? Awesome. Stay hydrated. Good to see you. That Gex is a legend. Is that Nick Retroid? What's up, man?
Not much, dude.
Are you making content too?
No, I'm calling my kids, tell them good night.
Oh, that's cool content. Cool.
There they are. Hi, guys.
All right. What is
This factor, it's this guy.
what is it for? What game is it for?
Tetris Attack.
Tetris Attack? Oh man, I love Tetris Attack.
Somebody hurts them. Somebody drops them.
Hey, excuse me. I'm looking at Dig Dug on the DS.
Man, this has a YouTube additional price of $7,000, but today I'll do you a deal of 30.
30? Is it complete? Does it have the manual and everything?
It's complete. If you
Awesome.
need me to, I can open it for you.
I trust you if it's complete. You said 30? I got cash.
Fantastic. No problem, man.
Oh my god. There it is.
Hey, man, make sure you give us a shout out.
Yeah, you guys are Retro
Raven.
Raven. Sounds like a plan.
Macon, Georgia. We got games from all varieties.
Perfect. Thank you so much, man.
No
Have a nice rest of your
problem,
con.
man. Have a nice-
I have not seen this poster before.
It's double-sided. It's pretty sick.
It is sick.
When I was in college in my freshman dorm, I had that hanging up on that side, and it
side?
freaked out my roommate because it was like a random roommate situation.
Yeah, this side's definitely the cooler side.
Yeah. Have you seen any chainsaw controllers today?
There was one, it's either, I think there's one at Scott Squatch's booth, and
Okay.
I think there's also one at Secret Castle Toys and Games.
Do you know if it was GameCube or PS2?
One of them was GameCube.
Okay. I'm looking for PS2, I think.
I'm looking for GameCube. I have the PS2 one. I have the PS2 one, dude.
Perfect.
I have it literally, like, I don't have it in my collection at home. It's in my collection, but I have it displayed on a top shelf in my video game store.
Nice, nice,
so
nice.
people can see it, because people like to look at it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, dude, I love that controller so much. I just bought the Resident Evil 5 Edition Xbox 360 today.
Oh, nice.
In the
Cool.
box.
Oh,
So
cool.
it's
Nice,
super
nice.
good condition too. Dude, yeah.
Do you have a card?
Yes, I do have a Game Store card. Here, get this. Shout out to my man Will right here. A fellow Resident Evil fan. Can't go wrong, dude. But yeah, so I'm from Tennessee.
Okay, not
So,
too far.
Yep. So
Awesome.
That's my store, Sneaks and Geeks. It's a sneaker and video game store.
You don't see that combination every day.
You
I'm
do
sure that's
not.
awesome. Sweet. Hey, quick question for you. The chainsaw controller. That's above you up there. How much you got on that?
Yes, it was awesome.
Mystery items.
Yes, sir. I'll get it. Sign it for you.
700.
Do you mind if I just take a look real quick? Is that? There he is. What's up, gamer?
What's going on, dude?
How's it hanging at Retroid Games right now? Pretty solid?
He's here, so you know.
Yeah, it's whatever.
We don't actually have anything good.
What? You guys got a lot of good stuff over here. You got?
We have a whole Halo PC setup.
Damn. What's the Halo graphics card look like?
The whole Halo PC setup.
That's crazy. Okay guys, we are at day 2 of the convention. It's a lot louder in here. There's a lot more people in here. So we got some fun things for day 2. We're looking forward to the Resident Evil panel that's happening at like 1 o'clock. And we still have more things to go check out. So we're gonna go check them out. Yippee. Oh, buddy. Oh, buddy.
I have no idea.
Oh, buddy. Okay, I think the play is we might wait until Sunday and try to get it for a good price. But if not, that's no problem. I might cave and buy it today because I want it. And it's like the last big thing that I want that I've seen here. So we'll see. We'll see what's up. So as we're walking through the convention hall, of course, the biggest thing I'm looking for is that Resident Evil chainsaw controller. Now, there's actually 2 different chainsaws. There's the yellow one, which is the GameCube one, and there's a reddish-orange one, which is for PlayStation 2. My personal preference is the PS2 one, just because that is the version of Resident Evil that I first experienced. So that's the one I really wanted. I'm looking all up and down this hall all day on Friday. They had one that was sealed. It was the GameCube one, and someone was asking, I think, like $700 for it, which I don't really know what sealed pricing goes for, but I want one that I can actually use and put my hands on. I'd feel a little bad buying a sealed collector's edition item and using it. Not to say I haven't done that before. So as I'm walking through, I found one. It is behind glass and it looks immaculate. It has the case, it has the booklets, it just looks like it's really great. I'm talking to one of the vendors. It's a booth that has 2 vendors. I'm talking to one of them who is telling me a little bit about how like it still has the twist ties, that the cable hasn't been used. And I'm at this booth with 2 of my buddies from Raleigh Retro Gamers because I'm explaining to them like, hey, this is what the chainsaw controller is, this is what it looks like. I'm filming this thing, the vendor takes it out of the glass case and puts it on the glass case like on top, and I'm getting some good footage. I'm still running, I'm talking. I'm about to start the negotiation phase for price. And this is what happens. Would you do for cash? It just sold? To whomst?
I got it.
For real?
Yeah.
I've been filming for like 7 minutes, about to go buy this thing. You for real?
Yeah.
How much you paying you?
Cool.
Oh my god. I see. Well, that's how it goes, I guess. As I'm filming and as I'm talking to this vendor about to start making a deal on this chainsaw controller, the other vendor running the booth was in a conversation with another guy who ended up sealing the deal and purchasing it before I could even start negotiating with the other vendor. It was just wrong place, wrong time, and it was absolutely crushing. But in that moment, like finally finding the one like super collector item that I really wanted for my Resident Evil collection and missing out on it when it was mere inches in front of me was just absolutely soul crushing. All right, so I literally cannot believe it that I went to go buy that chainsaw controller, and as I'm like talking to the guy, the other guy running the booth walks up and he's like, hey, this other dude just purchased it. Like while I'm filming it, while I'm talking about it with my buddies, somebody just was buying it while I was having that conversation, which that's just kind of how it goes, I guess. But man, that sucks. We're gonna be on the hunt for that controller for quite a while, I feel like. And then, not even like 30 minutes later, I get a phone call from one of my buddies who was just at the booth with me, my friend Chase, with Rally Richer Gamers. He says, you gotta get over here right now. So I make a U-turn and I immediately go back. It's about 3 or 4 booths away from the place we were just at with the chainsaw controller, and lo and behold, there's a second chainsaw controller there. Now, I didn't get too much great footage during this segment because I was just so kind of in awe that I had accepted defeat of not getting one, and then within like 20 to 30 minutes finding another one that was, in my opinion, in better condition and was priced a bit cheaper. So we take those. With the controller, the vendor rather, he also was able to bundle in another really cool Resident Evil collector's item that I didn't really know existed. I'd seen pieces of this before, but didn't realize it was like one big set, and that is the Resident Evil like first aid spray drink box. I'll have some more close-up shots so you can see it, but it's basically a drink set with some cucumber, lime, mint first aid spray drink cans, and it comes with a little spray nozzle that goes on the top of the can so you can actually like spray the first aid sprays on you, which is just hilarious to me. And it comes with like drink recipe cards. You can make some mixed drinks that are all Resident Evil themed, like the Code Veronica or the Berry Burton and fun stuff like that. And there's even some ink ribbon tins with like some little herbs inside, like I think it's like hibiscus and turmeric and stuff like that, that it goes with the recipe card, so you can actually use the components. It's so cool, and it's in the really awesome box that's like the Resident Evil item box. I couldn't say no in that moment. And yeah, it was just an amazing experience. I was like, I went from down here to like way up here after finding the chainsaw controller again. So it was just nuts. One of the other best parts about the con, where is it? Street passes. We probably got a full stack of street passes right now, so I'm excited to maybe finally finish all my puzzle pieces. So always bring your 3DSs to cons. Always. People are still out there getting them street passes, like me. Okay, so as we're approaching the midpoint of day 2, and I've spent all my cash on that Resident Evil stuff, we're gonna have to see what else we can get. I did see earlier in the con a Chaos Field on GameCube, somewhere on this quadrant, so we're gonna hunt for that and see if we can find that. So looking for some PS2 titles to round out the few things I was looking for, so we'll see what we can find. The other industry guest I got time to meet was Grant Kirkhope, the legendary video game composer, and I got him to sign my copy of Banjo-Kazooie. He was super nice, and we had a great discussion, and we talked a little bit about how Donkey Kong is in its new era, of course with Bonanza that just came out, and kind of how it mirrors back when Rare took over doing the Donkey Kong games, and how it's kind of like passing the torch yet again to a new era. So he was awesome, a real treat to meet him, and I was super happy to get my game signed. We are in the con hall, day 3. A couple of last minute things I was trying to look for. Couldn't find that Chaos Field. It probably sold, or I just kept missing it somewhere. So we're gonna keep trying to see if we can get some of those last couple PS2 games that I was looking for. or maybe some other random stuff. So just kind of doing, you know, a little once over before we're gonna hit the road. And it's like a 4-hour drive, so we're gonna try to hit the road sooner rather than later. Not because I don't want to leave, but how do I word this? I'm trying to beat all them dang traffic. If you don't mind,
I have to take as much time.
I've been looking for this game. You're the only people that have it.
Oh,
no one else has had this, so I'm very excited to grab this. Do you guys have like a store or a Awesome.
We're located in North Carolina.
Yo, me too. We're in NC.
Sick, yeah. If you're ever in the Rutherford County area, I would highly suggest swing by the store sometime.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. Yep. Well, maybe next time, at the very least on my way here, but yeah, that's a good pit stop location.
Anytime, dude. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, thank you guys so much. You have a good one, okay? Thanks. Yippee! Shout out to Game Haven in Forest City, North Carolina, as I try to film and walk at the same time. And try to get it not being blurred. Yippee. Okay, new Sunday goal. I have $13 left in cash, and we're gonna try to buy something for $13 or less just to get rid of it. So we'll see what we can do. we'll see what we can do. Go for the Tom Cruise mini collection of Top Gun, Mission Impossible, Minority Report. That could be a fun collecting goal, maybe. I'm telling you, the Tom Cruise mini collection, maybe. It's very possible. Very possible. All right, we did it. We spent the last 13 bucks and we got Crash 4. So now we are ready to leave. All right. So now at the end of the con, we are back home, of course, and I'm just gonna go through the pickups I got for the full weekend, and I'm gonna try to go in order of which I got them, which I know is easier said than done. Of course, the very first thing I did on Friday was go straight to get the games I already had signed. That's my Resident Evil remakes of 2, 3, and 4, signed by the respective voice actors that were present, and my copy of Banjo-Kazooie, signed by Grant Kirkhope. So those are games I already own, just from my collection I took out to this convention to get signed. In terms of the new pickups of the collection, I did pick up Devil Dice. This is a game that I'm sure myself, like many of you, discovered through Astrobot last year, and it looked like a really fun and interesting puzzle game, so I had to pick that up. I also got a couple of the PS1 games I've been wanting for a future video that I'm working on. This is Frogger, which was very hard to find Black Label, by the way. Everybody had Greatest Hits versions. I kind of underestimated how popular Frogger is. It's one of the best-selling PS1 games, believe it or not. And I also was able to find Tempest X3. It's like Tempest 3000, but the PlayStation version that has a couple differences. I picked up one of the few remaining 3DS games I've been looking for, Ever Oasis. This is a game that's developed by Grezzo. They've worked with Nintendo before to make some of these Zelda 3DS titles, so I was very excited to find this for a pretty good price. Of course, I picked up Space Raiders, one of the few remaining GameCube games I was looking for, so I was really excited to find this in person and add that to the collection for a future video. At an event I went to last year, I picked up Galarians on the PS1, and lo and behold, there's actually a sequel on the PS2 called Galarians Ash. I don't know anything about it, but I picked this up because I want to make a video on that, on Galarians at some point. This just spoke to me. PS2 is one of those consoles where you think you're done, and then you just find something that you didn't know existed and you have to have it, and that was kind of the case with the Galarians. After years of searching, we finally found a complete in-box copy of Dig Dug Digging Strike. I've been kind of on a Namco kick recently, so finding this cute little reimagining version of Dig Dug on the DS was just a real treat, and I'm so glad to finally say that I found this game. It wouldn't be a pickup video from me if I didn't get anything from Super Nintendo, and we did find Operation Logic Bomb. You might know this from Nintendo Switch Online. I've been looking for a cartridge of the Clean Label for quite some time and got lucky and found one. We also picked up that legendary game I was looking for, Fire Striker. I had not even seen this in person until this convention, and thankfully a very nice group of vendors had it, and I was able to purchase it. I was kind of on the fence. I was already kind of over budget at the time, but we got it, and I'm very happy to finally add this to the collection. This was an off-camera pickup, but I did grab a Nintendo Hot Wheel. I have a couple of these, and this one is like a Yoshi tow truck. It's really funny. It was $5. It made me chuckle. I'm like, sure, I just had to have it. And at the end, with my last remaining dollars, I was able to pick up Crash 4 It's About Time. You already saw the Resident Evil chainsaw and of course the drink set that came along with it as well. Very awesome to finally add these to the collection. Not necessarily a Siege pickup, but when I came home, I did finally receive my Gun Kirby pre-order from Amazon. I had ordered this guy back in October of last year, kept getting delayed, it finally showed up. So now, I got Kirby. And that wraps up my Southeast Game Exchange. If you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. If I got to see you at Southeast Game Exchange, it's always a real treat to be able to connect with real gamers and have those real conversations. I'm so glad that you've stuck around for so long. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you were at Siege and you picked up something cool, let me know in the comments what you got. Until next time though, take care, have a nice rest of your day.